Release District.
Agbaya, 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 Agbaya.
Cheese, come on, live in the flesh.
We are live.
It's the Agbaya show, and you're tuned in with Damo.
J Jules.
Welcome, my guy, man. What you telling me, man?
Man's blessed still.
Okay, what you saying, but before we even move on, bro, we got a little sponsorship in the house today, bro.
Hey,
What's this thing called? What? Intoxicate, fam. Cool coma. You get me? I think I want the coma. You get me? I used to go home and give my thing the 1-2 something, fam. You get me, fam? But no, shout out to them, man. There, you get me? Old type to Intoxicate, bro.
Appreciate the love as well.
Come on, man. We ain't having no Maggies today, bro. It's just straight cocktails. You understand?
Oh, is it a cocktail?
Yeah, it's a cocktail still. You see, bruv. You see, even got the man them there even questioning it. Is that lit? We're lit. We're getting lit over here. But yeah, bruv, obviously, we got man them in the house today. You see. Come on. You know them I said before, they said what? Made in Lagos. That's the only one I saw, but this one is made in Chafford. You get me?
Hey.
Come
on. We got Demi, we got E-Man, and we got Collins in the house.
Yes, sir. In the flesh. Let's go.
Come on, man. Thank you, man, for coming.
Appreciate it.
Know them ones there.
Appreciate the love, man.
Demi, I'm a
Too far
Come on.
Love.
You get me?
So yeah, you man introduce yourself as well, you know.
Yeah,
Are we
man.
doing this?
Yeah, get our intro
come
off,
on.
You
man.
know what time it is. It's two dems, the real is back, the real is back.
Come on.
I really am Himmy Neutron.
He's him.
You know what I mean? Do your Googles. Do your Googles. If you don't know, you better know. I don't know how you can't know at this point. I'm even coming on a different show to tell you who I am.
Bruh.
Ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. The best member of the DSS, Dancing Idris, Daniel Kaluuya.
Get out the way,
need to
man.
watch- Get
out the way.
They ain't in no way.
Get out the way.
Love.
Yes, sir. Cole Sanusi, Don Corleone in the building.
Hey.
The one and only. Coming through your speakers, your ears and ears, left ear, right ear. We're here, man.
Come on.
Episode, what is it? Episode 33?
Come on,
Let's
man.
get it.
Come on, man.
It's E-Man G45. The G solid on my name. The 45 is silent.
Come on.
It's Genghis Jabogwe. It's the Black Mamba Dove. Tin Foil Hat Eames.
Yes, sir.
This Cheetah Yam.
Yeah.
It's the Prince of the East.
Come on.
Hey.
Here we are with the R&B voice.
I know, fuck this. You cannot outstage us. Hey, come on, man. You know what it is, man. It's just all love in here. You, man. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Hey, shout out to Remington as well.
You know them on there.
Shout out to Remington,
You
man.
All
know.
outnumbered today, but it's all good, man.
Hey, come on, man. Bruv, you're here in spirit, bruv. You know them on there, bruv. Come on, man. Remington, Levi, come on. But fam, you, man, come on, man. Tell the people them, you know, where you're from, what you, man, do and that, before we move on to the Agbaya of the week.
Well, I'll start off by saying, yeah, we're just us three. We started off in secondary school as good friends. I knew Demi from primary school, but we all just started being a collective in secondary school. We've now grown, you know, many years together, and then we started a podcast, and now we're here, man. Now we're here. Yeah, we're called Made in Chafford because that's where we're originally from.
Made in Chafford.
That's where we linked up, basically. But, you know, we all came from different parts of London and stuff like that, but then we landed in Essex. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
we're here now, innit?
You know, that's like all of us, but we were raised up in London, South East. I was born in Camberwell, Pawlett Road, moved to Peckham, then we moved to Crayford, Dartford. You see?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's one of them ones, but it's mad because whereas man spent like 15 years in like Dartford now,
Yeah.
even though I still see certain people, bro, I'm from London. They're like, nah, bro, you're from Kent, bro. Like,
Yeah, we get that. We get that all the time.
You
I
see?
was playing that game a long time ago, man. I'm from Essex when people ask.
Oh, see, you gave it up.
Yeah, there's no point, man. Because as soon as you say where you're from, they'll just be like, well, that's not anywhere in London.
You know the one there, but
But
obviously,
I guess it's where you feel like you're from, innit? And if you feel like you're from London, then you should own that as well.
hey, come on.
But you could be transracial.
Oh, here we go. What do you mean by that?
Talk about it.
In this day and age, you can be whatever you want. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You say, wait, what we identifying ourselves as today?
Oh, we're
A man.
Oh, man.
Hey, come on. We love that. We love that. Man, them, thank you for coming on, man. And
Appreciate you guys, man.
come on. It's one of them ones we got to move on to Agbaya of the week.
Hey,
yeah.
And you know this one, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Remington, I know you're watching this and you're thinking, Damo, you snake. Bruv, we had to make your boy Ronaldo the Agbaya of the week again.
Why? He's a Man United fan.
Yeah, he's a Man United fan.
And Piers Morgan, you're in there too.
Piers Morgan, you know.
I don't think but he just did the interview.
Nah, he's the
Did
instigator.
you see how he asked the questions?
Yeah, but he's a good interview. That's what he's supposed to do.
He's insane.
You know what? He should
Oh,
have.
you felt betrayed.
He should have challenged Ronaldo certain time.
Nah,
when
it
he
was
says,
always gonna be up his ass. That's his biggest interview of this year, and that new show. I don't.
Yo, the dick riding was crazy in the studio.
Pause.
Are you kidding me? Pause. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in there.
but
Nah.
it's one of them ones. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah,
I couldn't believe what.
This guy was crazy.
I hear that man
Get
has
off
to.
that man's dick, like what?
I hear that we have to, we hear what Ronaldo said. He had to sacrifice himself in a way in order for Man United to long-term wise benefit from this, you see. But at the same time, it's one of them ones, come on, man. There's certain things you're saying that you don't even really need to say.
I don't think he did anything wrong, except for the comments about the manager. I thought it was fine.
If a man talk about the chef, he said, oh, it's
Yeah,
the same
but come on.
chef.
How can my man said the same jacuzzi since I was last here? That
Yeah,
killed
come on,
me.
man.
My man was like, this has been
petty
the
can
same
you
since
be?
Nani left.
It's hella petty, man. It's hella petty.
Hella
Petty,
petty,
man.
bruv.
But I think this has been an ongoing thing for Man United for years. People have come and said this club ain't what you think. Ibrahimovic, when he was there, he said, "Yo, I had dreams. I thought this place was gonna be lit." I don't know what technology is at Carrington.
Windows XP's in there.
That man ain't see the MacBook in it.
Nice.
In the 95.
Ronaldo's old password from when he came
It's
still
the same
works.
one.
Is it the same? What is it? Ronaldo 345.
Nah.
Yeah, you know what it is, yeah? The way I see it, yeah? Don't get me wrong, part of me, I hear him. Like,
me
you know,
too.
you got to air out your frustrations.
Yeah.
But it's one of them ones, bruv. You're 38
It's what is this really about? That's what I'm thinking about.
see what
I
I mean?
hear all the stuff you're saying, but why are you really doing this?
Yeah.
And you're really doing this,
wants
really
out.
and truly, because you're beginning to slow down and you're no longer the star of the show. When we won against, and I say we because I support Man United, when we won against Tottenham,
Yep.
he storms out.
He storms out.
It's less about our performance, it's more about him.
Yeah.
When we win against our last game against Fulham, it's less about us winning against Fulham, more about him not playing. So I'm looking at what it's really about, and I think it's the Ronaldo show, and he can't accept the fact that it's beginning to slow down, in my opinion.
Yeah, but man, it's just sad because it's like, brother, like you said, him storming out the Tottenham game. He could have been there. You know, like what he does for Portugal. He's always giving orders, helping the coach. Why don't you do that for the Tottenham game? With them, you know, if you're not playing and you're being benched, yeah, help the young boys around you. Like people see you as a GOAT. Now you're storming out. You're doing, bruv, come on. This is what I told you. This is what we do in our house. Oh, what? We can't go out. Fuck it. I'm leaving anyway. He just slammed the door, bruv. And it's like, come on, bruv. You're a big man. Just accept it and just.
But you know what I think it is? Like me, I don't watch football on a regular basis. But what I think it is that like the term legacy has just now been like it's been everyone's it's been on everyone's mind and it's people's god right now. Basically, I have to make sure my legacy is buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's done his thing. Yeah, his legacy sorted, and he can move on to other things as well. You know.
Do you know what his problem is? That it's gonna have to be a huge ego check because he could have gone elsewhere. He's just not gonna take the pay
Yeah,
cut,
he doesn't have
which
good
is his
friends.
own issue.
Yeah, he doesn't
Like,
have good friends. He doesn't have good
His boy should tell him, listen.
Yeah, his boy should have told him, don't
Yeah,
take that
fact.
show and
He's-
do it that way.
He should have left in the summer. I think everyone agrees
Yeah.
on that. Like, and the fact that he couldn't get that sorted, that tells me he's not willing to come down on his price. Listen, if I'm getting 500k to sit down, cool. Like,
Bruv,
I-
you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah, but then as you were saying, it's like, well, go and help the other guys do it. Well, mate, I want to solidify myself. If I want to retire, this would be the best place to retire. And if I want to solidify myself as the greatest, then these guys have to listen to me. If they're not gonna listen to me, then boy, innit? So even if we win against Tottenham, then bro, like if it's not me, then
thing what hurts me is I know he's still got it because last year was insane. What is it? 15 league goals.
Yeah, he got
like
25
at
altogether.
37.
Yeah.
That's he's obviously still clearly capable of performing at the highest level.
I don't know anymore if he is.
I think so.
This season's
but-
been terrible, bro.
but you know what?
I
This
agree,
season is
but the
coupled on-
team is just not playing for him. Like, and
No, but that's the reason why. And
I
yeah, we're
agree,
saying the same thing. Yeah.
But that's why I still think that it's a system that suits him. Obviously, we know he's just. I think he's probably still quick, but he's not gonna. His issue is he's not gonna press. And in the modern game, you have to do
press.
that, or you're gonna have two hard-working wingers who are gonna do that for you. Because you put the ball anywhere, he's gonna put it in the back of the net. That's his bread and butter.
He hasn't been doing it for the last 3 games, bro.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
I've seen them
He's
pass
been
him.
terrible.
There was one game here. I swear that it was like a game dedicated to
It was
Ronaldo.
a charity game. Yeah.
And everybody, every time they got to the final third, they gave it to Ronaldo, and he kept on missing it. That's when I realized, brother, you are not this guy anymore. And the thing is, listen, Ronaldo, cause I don't want him to see me and blank me the way he blanks Gary Neville.
He's bad. He's bad for that. Because Gary's like, what? That's Gary's job to. And I don't think Gary's ever been that harsh to him. I was like, that's weird.
Nor has Rooney.
No,
That was
Rooney,
weird.
I've not said
The
anything.
Rooney comment was slick. I like that.
It was rude.
I think it's because he doesn't look as good as me.
Yeah, but that's just banter, man. Come on.
That was.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I don't know. That's not.
I'm not hating.
But you said your old colleague is clapped. That's how I saw it.
No, but they came up together. No, but they came up together.
That should be your brethren.
You see, one of my
You
boys,
want
one
everything.
of my boys is always telling me, why do I always keep talking about mentioning the chef, that Ronaldo? I said, bruv, the man said that the chef is cooking burnt egg for the last 10 years. He said Rooney is clapped.
The chef comment was crazy.
He said I cannot respect my manager, fam. You understand? What else did he say?
I think that's the craziest. That was if the interview had even just been 2 minutes and that's all he said, I would have said get the fuck out. 'Cause
Yeah, bro.
there's no way you can disrespect the manager like that. That's an insane comment.
It's insane, fam.
Like there's no sanity in that.
And you know what? The fanboys now, I feel like they're not real fanboys. I feel like some of them actually just fancy Ronaldo.
Oh,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
been
I
that
think
way.
they-
Like when
if
you're-
He's got a hive. Like people who back him regardless.
Bruv, if Ronaldo sat in that interview, it's just his pants. Bruv, Bear Man will be wetting themselves over. Bro, Bear Man love this guy. To the
No,
point-
but do you know what it is? I hear what you're saying. In that, there's people who are fans of Ronaldo before they're fans of a club. So they
Yeah.
probably followed Real Madrid, Juventus, and now Man United. They don't care about the club. They just care about wherever Ronaldo is at.
Exactly.
Especially on that day, when everyone just heard that he was going to move to Man City, and people were like, you know what, he's moving to Manchester United, which is great, but like, why would you do that? Like, just come back to United. The moment he come back to United,
Gassed.
The fact they had to get Fergie on the phone to complete the deal. That's
Can you imagine, fam?
Yeah.
He's
Big
an old
Fergie,
man.
though. Bruv, listen, Ronaldo, fuck all of this, bruv. You are the Agbaya of the week.
Agbaya.
I wonder what Fergie thinks of this. That would be a penny for his thoughts. That would be very.
He'll be disappointed because do you remember Roy Keane did the same thing? That's why they axed him out way back. Because he came on MUTV. I don't think they aired it properly, but he started airing out all the players. Aired out Fergie as well. Said, listen, we're not.
word.
Yeah, that's why that 05-06 season, he just disappeared because the club just decided, no, we're not keeping you on board anymore. You've gone against everything we've done. But the thing is with Roy Keane at the time, and you guys remember this as well, he was still that guy, but he wasn't really the guy he was when he was like 02, 03, when Arsenal were doing bits as well. So the team were in a crossroads with players like him, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
So when it's like cycles repeating itself now, where the team is playing well without Ronaldo, he's vexed about it. Let me air my grievances, but deep down, we don't really need them anymore.
You don't
Nah,
need it.
you did
And
not need
it's
him.
only a good thing that you, man, are in a good space right now. If you guys
we-
lost, if you
yeah.
lost that game, and bro,
It'd be
mad.
peak.
But we gotta move on. Still,
Yeah,
we
no
gotta,
problem.
Get me. We gave Ronaldo the Agbaya of the week, fam. The uncles already slapped him, fam. So there's not much we can do anymore. But obviously, it's a perfect segue to like, when is it time to realize that you're too old for this game? And it's not just football. I'm talking about in life. Like, when is it time to hang up your boots and realize?
When you're on the same pitch with someone who's 20 years younger than you, that's crazy.
Bruv, 38 years old, brother. You understand? And think about it. We go to the clubs now. You see uncles in there.
That's a fact.
You see a couple uncles still paying champagne on their watch, letting them know it's real. You understand? And it's one of them ones. When is it time to tell that uncle in the club, uncle, go home?
It's tough.
When is it time to tell a man that he's trying to do music for the last 20 years? He's probably 45.
That it's enough.
It's enough.
It's hard. I don't know when you ever tell someone to give up on their dream, but
Why you laughing?
the music one's crazy
Why you laughing? No, because
the music one threw me off. Like,
because you don't know when your hit's gonna come. Like you genuinely
real,
don't.
though,
Yeah,
It's
the
true,
music
it's
one's
true.
not.
And
The music one's the hardest one out there.
it's hard. You know, the music is hard, yeah. But come on, like, let's be real.
I hear what you're saying. Some people
Let's say you're coming home for your 9 to 5. You got your kids at home. You know, everything's blessed. You got your establishment, and now maybe you got like one of your guys, probably 48, called you, bruv. Hey, what do you think of this? And he play your track.
Yeah, but if he's
Let's be real. You're gonna say to him,
there's
big
a
man.
difference
You're gonna say,
because-
big man, like council tax is due, bro. I mean, But we're gonna tell him you have to tell
Yeah,
them
it's
the
true.
realist. And I feel like it's hard in this life, to be real with people nowadays because it could come across that you're
Offending.
you're offended, you're
It
jealous.
depends. It's priorities. I think if you're in your 30s trying to chase music, as long as you got your priorities straight, as long as your kids and that are fed, and whatever responsibilities you have are fed, they're not slacking because you're trying to be on Link Up TV and stuff. Then it's calm, innit?
Your kid's not eating 'cause you gotta pay
like,
GRM, it's
there's
crazy.
a lot of people that bust. There's a lot of people that
Klarna.
bust old, innit? Like, yeah, you see the Klarna credits and that.
Klarna
It's too bad because you're paying for Jordans and that for the video shoot and stuff. But I just think priorities because people do bust late. Like I see,
Yeah, of
I
course.
saw something about Steve Harvey. He got his big break at 40.
Oh,
man. You know what I'm trying to
fair
say?
enough.
What's it? Steve Lacey?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in the industry
been out for a long
years,
time.
but obviously, he's just had his big hit with Bad Habits.
Yeah.
He's been doing
How old is he though?
I think
Must
he's
be in
got-
his 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you know what I'm trying to
So
say?
you don't know when it's gonna come through.
Jay's
for you.
album, reasonable that he was like 28, 27.
Yeah, but
And
that's
obviously-
that's too fairly
That's
young,
why
bro.
he's so wise.
Who, Jay-Z?
Jay-Z,
Yeah,
like,
come on,
why
man.
is he dropping game all of a sudden, like in his first albums? It's because he was old.
Like the Black Album and
Yeah, but you bought out
I'm
the
saying?
album in his 30s.
in his 30s, his best albums are in his 30s. So like you can kind of
Oh man,
it makes a lot of sense.
I'll do your thing, man.
That was you.
Is it? Oh, I thought you were we were fighting over the.
That's what I'm trying to say. Your 30s, man. Like even
Yeah.
with like UK wise, like Skepta and Gigs, I think they're really enjoying right now.
Yeah, facts.
Obviously, like Skepta just turned 40,
Just turned
but
40.
bruv,
Imagine
look what he's achieving.
Facts.
You know, what I'm
Imagine
trying
if we told Skepta to stop, like,
You know what I'm
because
trying
he
to
was
say?
doing this for years. All of them were, because obviously there wasn't as much money as there is now in the music, but they've been doing it for years. Imagine we said, "Oh, come off it, man."
Yeah.
But it's one of them ones, yeah. They've been doing it for years. Skepta's, he started blowing when he was like, 25, 26.
Yeah.
You see, you can see,
But
but
was he making money?
That's the
You know what I'm
thing.
trying to
They were
say?
definitely doing it for the
like
love
we
of
say-
it.
no, he wasn't making the money probably making now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he was still somewhat around. You could in every end they knew Skepta's got a track.
Yeah.
But if Skepta came out when he was 35 years old, trying to come with private caller, bruv, come on, we're gonna
It's
say,
peak,
we're gonna
yeah.
say what?
It's looking tight.
No, I hear you,
And
but
you hear man saying, go on, then at 38.
yeah, no, it's a bit mad. No, but obviously, no. Obviously,
Go where? Go on where? Brother, go and sort out your gas bill, bro.
yeah, no, of course, no, but obviously,
Go on at 35 is crazy.
obviously, you're coming from a place where you said, when is it time to hang it up? So obviously, we're talking
Yeah.
about people that started.
Starting.
If you're starting
okay.
a rap career at 35,
Then-
nah, bro. Go and manage one
tired.
young boy. You know what was there because what was you doing before that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? So obviously, that's my take on it. But obviously, you guys can.
But I guess
shed light.
in sports as well, it's interesting because
Sports is
it's so
is a
cool
young
because the
man's
mind
game,
is still
period,
there.
though.
And if anything, you'd probably get more intelligent, but your body can't do it anymore. You look at when MJ came back.
Jordan.
With the Washington Wizards, was it?
Yeah.
Just weren't the same. Weren't the
Wasn't
same
the
man.
same, yeah.
But and he, do you know, he put up decent numbers, but he weren't MJ. Do you know what I mean?
He was.
You think he weren't him?
No, he wasn't Chicago
He-
Bulls MJ though.
No.
And he got
Facts.
injured.
Yeah, that's the thing. He got injured. Once he was injured, he knew that he couldn't recover in time, the same way that his body would if he was in his
But that's
20s.
what I'm saying. Because
Yeah, but he was still the same
Your
person.
body is letting you down, and that's what's happened.
Just with a different team that he hasn't grown up with, he hasn't groomed like to actually get to the position that he's in. But if we're talking about starting at like a later stage, then
No, but I think the point is that
it might be different.
when
But
you tell people to hang up their boots or their,
it's never too late.
What are you talking about?
Nothing is ever too late.
I'm not gonna. I'm not,
So what you saying? What
I'm
we
not
could be
playing ball at a
playboys till
professional
like
level.
we're 70. Is that what you're saying?
People are doing it today.
Like cheese.
And it's true. Who was the guy that was at Playboy? He only died recently, like a couple years ago.
What
was
you
his
have
name?
now?
Yeah. Oh, man, he
that's-
was holding
that's
it.
real-
He was holding it
Hey,
down.
He had
No,
a
but-
run, I guess.
He had a good.
He had a run.
He had a
Yes.
run, but you know what it is? Yeah, he had a run, but I'm sure, like, don't get me wrong, yeah. Even though opinions don't always matter, but I'm sure his people around him were like, brother, come on,
Yeah,
man,
chill
settle
out.
down with a wife, bro. Like, all these young girls that you're fucking, it's not even cool.
But,
Yeah, it looks crazy.
but
He just look crazy.
that's his image. So that's his image. That's his business. That's his brand.
Nah, I don't-
You
I don't
can't
know.
tell him to settle down because once he does that, his whole brand, his whole image, his whole money making opportunity goes.
But
I
then,
don't think. Nah, he owned Playboy. He would have been fine.
It still goes because they're all for Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, but if I don't know.
But that's where Hugh Hefner or maybe Ronaldo could have maybe started mentoring a young boy. Obviously, I don't want to use the word grooming because grooming is mad. But it's one of the ones that he could start mentoring Garnacho, Ronaldo
yeah.
into the next Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Hugh
yeah,
Hefner
yeah.
could get a younger guy that could be the new Hugh Hefner, and he'll be profiting off him. But it's one of them ones. Our ego and our pride stops this from happening because we always want to be the guy.
It's a double-edged sword because that's what gets them there in the first place.
Yeah.
Like the reason why MJ was so dominant, the reason why I guess Ronaldo was so dominant is because they have the mentality in it. They're like, I want to be the best forever. And like even like Drake, you take someone like Drake, he's been so dominant for so fucking long.
Yeah.
It's because he believes he's just the best. But at some point, and it depends on who it is, maybe longer for others, at some point you gotta grab the young boy and be like, listen, let's try and mentor you and give somebody else that, because you can't do it forever.
Garnacho, like Garnacho loves Ronaldo so much that it's actually an issue in Argentina.
They're them, man.
They
love
do
him.
like
Yeah.
in Argentina, like, yo, what the fuck? You should love Messi. He's like, no, I don't know that, man. Do you know what I mean?
Anthony they all love him, but I think at the end of the day, like, look, you don't want to be the 40-year-old man in the club.
That's the problem.
You don't. Not really.
Some
I know.
people do, though. Some
there's
people
an
do.
area for it, and there's no. I'm not even gonna hate on it because Lord knows where my life may take me.
Yeah, it depends on the club.
It depends what club.
Said
It depends
on
what
the
club
club.
you're in.
Fact.
Because to be fair,
You don't want to be in Oceano with the young G's.
listen,
What Coco Cure?
You don't want to be doing that.
LA Lounge.
LA Lounge at
Uncle,
40.
I see you, uncles. You know.
You don't want to do
But the
that.
thing is, there are a couple clubs that we don't know about, and those 40, 50-year-old men are there, and them man are there. Like, you could step into the club, us young man, we could be fresh to death, buy 2 bottles. The girls are not looking at us at all. They're looking at the 40, 50-year-old men because they know that them men are established. They're trying to do the long game.
But the problem
God,
is,
it's disgusting.
but deep-
I'm not even saying it's. If a girl wants to go home with him and over me,
yeah, you should get that powder.
But let me tell you, let me tell you, yeah, that's all they want. Like you said, the powder, the money. You understand? But more time, that guy is not going to be fucking that girl the way we are going to be fucking them. You know, the youthfulness is still on our
Yeah,
side.
but everyone has an agenda. Everyone has an agenda. Like that girl probably don't even want to fuck. She's
Think
probably
yourself,
just there
think
for the
yourself.
peace.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
listen, in my younger days, I've been in places where I've seen the uncles entertain the girl. The girl loves the entertainment, but it's a situation after the club. They're going home with the man them.
losing a girl
Yeah.
to an uncle is a crazy scenario.
It's
Jesus
a crazy scenario. But you know
I'm
what?
tapping out.
But you know what?
I have to go home.
With most of these uncles, all they have to say to them is, "I will take care of you," and that girl will think, "Right, this guy's gonna cover my bills. He's gonna do this, that." I don't need no one else. But before we move on, what you man saying about the drink though? How you feeling?
The drink is lit, man.
Yeah.
The flavors is nice.
Aye, the
My
flavor.
second one.
It's the second one.
You're on number 2.
Aye.
Oh, what,
Hey,
you
pull
not-
up then.
Yeah, we might have to charge you. Yeah, we might
You
have
had to charge
you.
Nothing now with it.
But
See, that's how
saying-
the drink is touching us. David, you do your thing.
Hey,
man.
shout out to the CEO.
shout
Shout out to the CEO, bruv. Intoxicate. Make sure you follow them at Cool or Coma. We're getting lit in this, bruv. No Maggie today, bruv.
But yeah, let's touch on what you were saying about you feel like you don't want to go out anymore because you're getting old and stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's I don't know. Unless there's a real reason to be out, I'm just finding it's just long. Do you know what I prefer doing? I just prefer like chilling or going to a bar. Actually, do you know what? This is me getting old for sure. I don't want to hear loud music. Like I want to be able to talk to my friends. I actually want to have a few.
this happened to me years ago. Like,
I hear it. I mean, everyone gets there at
That
their own
happens at
pace. Do you know
different
what I mean?
paces.
I think
Yeah, I hear you.
I'd say in the last year or so, I've really settled down. So I mean, it's just it's inevitable. Like it will happen at some point. But yeah, I mean, I'd much rather be in a space with these man, probably over a few pints. You won't drink any beer, but just actually being able to hear what you're saying and actually conversate with you, as opposed to being in a club and being like, bro, what did you say? I didn't quite hear that. Do you know
And
what I
they
mean?
keep repeating that your eardrum is hurting because they keep
Dude.
shouting in your ear. bruv.
I've got a fucking mask off in one ear, Collins saying something in another. Like,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I think certain elements to it, I'm over it. And I've got a lovely girl. I'm not going out to pool. So I think that's arguably 40% of going out. That's why you go out.
Because we're gonna pull.
Yeah, if you lose that 40%, what about, like, everything's overpriced now as well.
Yep.
What am I here, like, £7 for, come on.
So what
Who
you
am
saying?
I? Am I a dickhead?
So what you
Yeah.
saying? Inflation's got guys settling down now. Yeah.
Hey, make sure you like and subscribe. We got him. No, but the wife, shout out the wife though. With
Yeah, don't do me like that. Now I've actually got to go home.
No. You know what it is. Yeah, you're blessed to even be in that situation. Like, a lot of us want to be able to go home, but the thing is that it's just
That's
tough.
great. Do you know? I've never deeped it. A lot of us do just.
No,
wanna
no,
go
for
home.
We want to go home.
Just want to go home.
Listen, that who you have lifestyle for certain man gets tiring.
Oh,
It's
it
tiring,
is.
fam.
It has to be.
You know, because you're saying the same thing to the same girls. The girls say, "What made you like me?" And you're like, "Bro,
I don't even know.
I don't even know." But you have to say, "Oh, you know what? You're lit, man. Your energy, man.
Do you know what? It's crazy. You're lit.
Yeah, you're lit, man. I just wanted them,
Your energy, man. Yo, you see a star sign? I'm feeling it.
you know. Like, what's your star sign? I'm a Scorpio. Oh, no wonder it makes sense.
of course.
It makes sense.
You're the LeBron meme when
These times you're not a Leo, you're an Aries.
the same
bruv.
shot.
But it's one of them ones like
Fucking hell, man.
It just gets tiring, and like just like he said, bruv, like you're tired of even experiencing some of these things, and it just goes to further the point of like, you know, man needs to sometimes call it in, man, reel it in now.
Yeah.
No, and back to the whole Ronaldo situation, like it's like you're a big man. Come on, bro. Like you're not a spring chicken anymore. You gotta let the people shine.
It's so interesting. Obviously, because of modern technology and modern medicine, football players are able to go on for longer. But like, your knees, 37 years old.
But it depends on your game though, because his game was always like being fast, being being really tricky in the box and being able to shoot. But like, just don't work for him. I guess the thing was like, you always think. I assumed that maybe Messi would last a bit longer just because of high plays. Like he has a vision, he has like the agility and be able to move around. Whereas someone like Ronaldo, like eventually you're not be able to run that fast no more. Do you get like Bolt was eventually like, I can't run like this no more. Do you get?
Even you look at Messi's game; it's transformed in that he's dropped further back. He's obviously playing more like a playmaker because, like you said, he has the vision. You know, so his I don't think his game is as tiring on his body as it once was. But to your point with Ronaldo, like to play that Ronaldo style at high intensity, fuck that.
There's that, and obviously, you know, those guys are the GOATs as well. Obviously, a
of
GOAT
course.
of man is David Beckham as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel like his legacy's been calm. Obviously, he's gone to America and whatnot, but I feel like what he's doing with his brand is nice. So, Ronaldo, I think the opportunities for Ronaldo is
Outside of football
is mad.
Yeah.
So to see what David Beckham is doing, like he could easily speak to him.
Facts.
You know,
David Beckham can do no wrong. That man met Prince Charles in a do-rag, wearing shuku trousers.
Hey, shout out to him.
Nah, you know why?
I don't understand. I don't think you man ever understand how goated that picture is.
That's a fact.
You know it's so mad, yeah.
I'm meeting the future king in a do-rag. Respect.
And I'm white.
Hey.
That's you know what?
He doesn't need a do-rag.
No, it sounds mad, yeah.
no
But
world.
David Beckham is like, it sounds mad, but he's like the only white guy that man can allow him to do something.
We were saying
like
this.
For real.
We said this.
No, but he's golden.
Like,
Man,
let him have it.
Bro, man had, was it 2005, 2006 when he had the cornrows?
Yeah.
Bro, they even put that in the Pro Evolution game. That's when I realized this guy
it was in
is
pro.
cold.
It was in
This
pro.
guy is a G.
Yeah, you're really old then. Man said Pro Evolution.
Pro Evolution, that's why I'm saying that.
The pro days were the
What
days,
advice can you
bro.
give me to hang up my boots? Cause
There's none. There's absolutely none.
I'm still out in the field, you know?
You gotta pop that Javi Alonso meme at some point, bro. You gotta say goodbye, bro.
It's time to
It's time to
go.
go.
But yeah, no. Rounding up, it's one of them ones. Like I feel like definitely, when is it time to hang up your boots? I feel like social media has extended our lifespan. You know what I mean? Like back in the days, we couldn't really. After a certain age, we're just like, yeah, it's done. You know what I mean? But whereas social media has opened up so many endless, limitless opportunities, you got people, bruv, you got Pete and Bass.
For real,
You get me?
man, they're doing their thing.
They're
Them
doing
boys are cooking.
They're-
The thing is, they're an exception to the rule.
Yeah, and
They're
obviously,
an exception to the rule. However, I think as a collective, if it comes to any like physical sports, yeah, like you will know yourself.
Your
Like,
body knows.
your body knows. But then when it comes to like just life and social things, bro, like
Sky's the
you're
limit
not really
in a
gonna
way.
see. You're not right. you're gonna have to look at what your peers are doing as well.
Yeah.
So as a collective, what are your peers doing? If like 32-year-olds are not in the club, if they're not in the club, like in general, like the people that you are in, like are generally with on a day-to-day basis. So if you're in like that millionaire range, then yeah, that might be the setting for you. So you might be with the uncles, the 52-year-olds, and whatever the case is. But like most cases, bro, like everybody else is like, you know what, this ain't for us.
What about Diddy dating my girl?
Oh, what?
Laurie Harvey. I'm not gonna say Laurie Harvey.
Young Miami.
Nah,
Young Miami.
Yeah, Young Miami.
She's a different level. Of, like,
Beautiful
have you ever
woman.
watched an interview with her and Meg Thee
But the
Stallion?
age, have you seen the age though? Have you seen the age?
When she looks that good, I don't.
No. We have to cancel that one. No. But I said, when you look at, no, listen, bro.
Their age gap ain't that big, I don't think, is it?
Isn't Diddy 50 now?
Diddy's
Yeah,
what?
he's
He's 50.
She's
She's like early 30s. Oh,
No,
is she? She's 28.
No, she's 25, fam.
You're lying.
I swear she's 25.
I thought she was 30. No.
But
Cool
you,
it,
can
cool
you
it.
see, because it's the way that a woman looks sometimes, her looks can throw us off and think that she's probably 5 times,
I thought she was
5
in
plus her
mid-30s.
age. No. She's what, like 27,
Well, is
26?
that calm mid-30s and 50s?
Yeah, I think when you're an adult and like, obviously, I don't think I could do that age gap, but
It's okay. He does it. He's looking in my eye to clear his. I've already coached you. No, I'm joking. But nah, it's one of them ones. Even that one there is a bit mad. And obviously, I guess the only thing.
if she is 28, that is humongous. Because what are you
crazy.
talking about? That's a different generation.
It's different, but it's the money. That's all it is.
I mean, they both got money.
No, Diddy's money is
He's a
long.
billionaire now, you know.
He's a billionaire.
He's a
Diddy's
billionaire
money
now.
long.
No, I'm
bro.
not. But do you know what? When
That's
she
love.
got him a gift or something, and my man was on his knees. Davido!
Diddy's
Fella.
Cool down, nigga.
Cool down, nigga.
So listen, he's happy, she's happy. That one too much don't bother me. And on it, I'm gonna have to put it on the mains. Please watch the interview with her and Megan Thee Stallion. It's amazing.
We're watching on mute or we're watching
Nah, man's watching that on mute, fam.
Nah, you need the vocals.
I'm seeing cleavage and ass, but that's what I was saying. I had to play my own music, you get me? But fam, you know, man, them obviously got a round up, man. This episode could have went on for like 2 days, but I'm telling you, because it's just going off, man. But Colin, E-Man, Demi, thank you for coming, man. You know them on there. You obviously let them know where they can find you as well.
Yes, made in Chafford on everything.
Come
We
on,
drop every Tuesday. Come rock with us, man. We're here. We're live. We just talk about all kinds of stuff. Similar vibes to you guys, as you can tell. You know, we appreciate your time as well.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. We're definitely due to appear on one of your episodes.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
we'll get that.
1,000%.
Definitely lit, man.
1,000%.
Obviously, before we sign out, I want to let the man know, but you ain't got your piece. Make sure you buy it, man. Intoxicate, bruv. The man them finished all their bottles, bruv.
Gone.
You know them one there, fam. Man, I might need one of this for later on in the night, fam. You know them
the
one
night?
there.
Yeah, let's
Huh?
not
You know-
speak too much.
You get me? Uncle in the club pouring the drink on my.
What you man on
Still
this evening?
ticking, yeah.
What you man on this evening?
But we're just getting lit, man. You know how it is. Just
love the
Agbaya
vibes.
settings, man. You know what it is.
Like I said.
No.
But come on, Jay. We're out, man.
Right now.